Noel.
What's up, dog?
Hey, how's it going?
Same old.
A long time no see.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. We just saw you on Saturday
Yeah.
when our wives went ice skating.
Yeah, that was fun for them.
Anyway, let's welcome the folks back to
Between the States.
Between the States. Man, we're there. We did it.
Yeah.
This is where I would say welcome back to, and I would just cut in like an intro song or something and just cut you off entirely.
Oh, that works.
No one will know you got it wrong to begin with.
Either way works.
I kind of miss that when you were just like between the sheets.
Between the sheets. Between the lines.
So what have you been up to? How's this week treat you?
I don't know. Do these days the weeks just fly by?
They have been, right?
Nothing bad happens.
That's
I can
good.
say that. No broken bolts this week.
No broken bolts.
No. I got everything done in a timely fashion.
That was our most popular story.
Really?
Honestly.
my
broken bolts.
The BS I have to deal with here.
It was a cliffhanger that kept the people interested. They kept coming back for more. Yeah, my week was pretty uneventful too. I got both my midterms back. I got perfect scores on both of them.
Uneventful. I heard your dryer caught on fire.
Oh yeah. My dryer caught on fire.
Uneventful.
I forgot about.
How did you even find it? Was there someone in the basement to like?
No, the lights flickered.
Oh, that's right.
While I was working on some schoolwork, and then Tara came out of the bedroom and she's like, "Did the lights just flicker?" I said, "Yeah, but." Did you see the lights flicker? And then the lights flickered as we were talking about it. And she says, I heard a pop in the basement. So I was like, all right. I quickly started saving all the shit I was working on my computer. And she ran down into the basement and she yells up. She's like, the dryer's smoking. I was like, oh, shit. It was always my fear, that fucking dryer. It was 11 years old. I never took it apart and cleaned out all the lights or anything. So I ran downstairs. There was a bunch of shit on top of the dryer, like boxes of stuff and like laundry detergent and like dryer stuff and all that stuff. I just put my arm up and hit everything off of it.
Yeah.
I was like, get this fucking stuff off of here.
Get all this flammable stuff off of here.
I looked down and I'm like, there was a pile of lint. Tara had been cleaning the lint trap and just putting it next to the dryer.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's what I do.
That's a fire hazard. You are gonna.
We keep ours in a little flammable trash can.
Oh, cool.
And the lint goes in there. That's right next to the washer.
To be fair, she did have it in like a Home Depot bucket, but still, new house rule: no more lint goes in there. Anyway, that wasn't the problem. Anyway, that wasn't even the problem. Yep. So as soon as I pulled everything off the top, you could see a spot on the top where there was like burning, like it was black. So I unplugged it, I pulled it out, I got some tools, I opened up the top, pulled it open. It was the electrical control board.
Flames shoot out as soon as you open the board.
No. I think the fire had pretty much died out at that point, but Tara did bring down some water and I poured it on there and it sizzled out. And I could see little busted capacitors just laying in the circuit board. I was like, there's your pop. Yeah, it was the electrical control board. So that sucks. No dryer. So I started looking up the parts. Maybe I could repair it, right?
Not worth it.
Electrical control board was $400.
Yep, half the price of a new one.
Then I still got to get the harness that goes down to like the elements of the dryer because those were all burned up. And I touched the wire just to see like how bad it was. And the whole shielding just fell apart. Yep. And the pins pulled right out of the connector. The whole thing was shot. So $400 just for the board plus shipping, then the harness. So I'm like, all right, how much for a new one? The new one was like $650 on sale. It was like $400 off. And then shipping. And they'll ship it to the edge of the house, like the end of the driveway. So I'm like, all right, well, how much to install it? Because at least then they'll have to bring it down into the basement or whatever. It was $100 because not only do you have to pay for the installation, but you have to buy their hardware to hook it up. You have to buy a new power cable and a new vent dryer or whatever. And then it's an additional $60 to have them take the old one. That seems like a fair deal, honestly.
Yeah, $60 we spend that at McDonald's.
Dude, I don't spend that at McDonald's.
I spent 50-something bucks the other day at McDonald's.
That's insane.
For me, my wife, and my two kids.
Oh, okay.
Still, though.
I thought you were eating by yourself.
Still,
$50 worth of McDonald's for one person is a lot of McDonald's.
You put it in comparison to that.
Did you use the app?
No.
Oh, you could have saved money with the app.
I'm not downloading another app.
No, use the
app.
You.
No. They're not paying us. Don't do that. Unless they are by this time.
Well.
Then, yeah, by all means.
Well, we don't know, right? So just before we started the podcast, you were talking about how much you love Popeyes? Yeah. I believe your exact words were mid.
The one in my town.
The one in your town is mid.
I've had good Popeyes at other Popeyes.
What did I say?
What?
You said I've had good Popeyes in other towns.
Yeah, but
that means mid is bad. You said
it means it's good enough.
It's not good enough. You're not going to go to it.
Not this time.
No, you hate it. Mid means bad.
So you're going to get a new dryer? You're going to pay the accessories?
I paid the money for the new dryer. I paid for the haul away. I paid for the installation. It should be here tomorrow, actually.
Oh, nice.
Didn't have to go that long without a dryer, but man, I mean, I got 11 years out of the last one. It cost me $500 at the time. I'd say that's like $50 a year.
That's a lot back then. $500.
It was a lot back then. Yeah.
Jesus.
I paid $500 for the dryer, $500 for the washer. The washer died 4 years ago. I'd say I got my money's worth out of the dryer. It's like $50 a year. Like, you can't beat that.
No, not at
That's
all.
how much I'd spend going to a laundromat.
Not $50 a year.
No, I mean,
Like,
$50 for a trip.
Yeah. I remember those boring days.
And just sitting there watching.
God, it was so
you couldn't leave.
boring.
Someone was
you
gonna-
could, but then someone would
Yeah.
steal your laundry, I guess.
It happens all the time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I mean, I used to go in and just wait for people to leave. Just
That's how you got your work clothes? This guy looks like he's my size. I'll wait for him to leave. You're eyeing him through your window in the parking lot. Like, he's gone.
You remember the opening scene of Fight Club after the meetups, the meetups, where Marla walks into the laundromat, takes clothes out of the dryer, walks across the street to the secondhand store and sells them.
I do not remember that. No.
He's like, "What are you doing? These aren't your." She's like, "Shut up." Yeah, that's why you can't leave your clothes unattended.
That
People
makes
are going to
sense.
steal your clothes.
Makes a lot of sense that Brad Pitt will take your clothes.
That wasn't Brad Pitt. That was Edward
Wasn't
Norton.
it, though?
No,
Wasn't
it was
though?
Marla Singer.
Yeah, but who was with her?
Edward Norton, the
And?
narrator.
And
No, Brad Pitt lived in his head. He wasn't real.
he was there, though.
You know what? Spoilers.
Good work.
Let's not spoil that movie. So what about you? Anything interesting happened this week for you? Anything big? Any house fires?
No house fires. No, I guess everything went right this week for once.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should just like stab you or something.
Oh, to balance
balance,
out the
yeah.
universe.
We got to
Yeah.
have balance.
As all things should be, perfectly balanced.
Everything going well. That's great. That's good to
Mhm.
hear. Nothing happening bad.
But
But
I feel like,
I don't know. Do you have a butt?
no,
I do.
you do.
No.
Oh.
But I should.
You shouldn't.
I don't know.
You already said your house almost caught on
I
fire.
did. Yeah. Did you watch any of the Super Bowl?
Not a single thing.
I didn't watch anything about
Nothing.
it either. But I've seen highlights now on like TikTok and
Yeah.
Reddit.
Oh, I did see one thing.
Yeah.
I saw that they booed when Trump
Yeah.
came out.
Yeah.
I mean, they're going to say it was cheering,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, that was a weird
they're
video.
saying, let's go, Brandon.
Let's go, Brand. Those middle fingers mean peace among worlds, I think.
Peace among worlds.
The crowd booed Taylor Swift. Did you see
I
that?
heard about that, yeah.
And today, the president tweeted something about, the crowd booed Taylor
But
Swift.
not me.
MAGA is relentless. I'm like, man, this fucking narcissist really believes that the crowd booed Taylor Swift
And,
because of him. Not just that they didn't boo him, but because of him, they booed her. Not the fact that she's dating someone on a team who is not the majority of the crowd's favorite.
When you don't live in reality, that's a logical.
I want to live
Thought.
in not reality.
That'd be nice.
You know, speaking of the fires, my house fire, it got me remembering, were you there that night we had a party at Kendra's house?
Yes, I remember. And the
the
neighbor's
fire?
kitchen caught on fire and someone saw through the window. And
Yeah, I was standing at the kitchen sink, drunk as fuck, just looking out the window, and all of a sudden the pan on the stove just goes poof and bursts into flames. I'm just watching it and I go, fire,
Yeah.
fire. And everybody runs into the kitchen. Is like, where? I'm like, there. And I point across the backyards and Corey runs across. It was winter time.
Yeah.
There was
He jumped
snow
the
and
fence
ice everywhere.
and-
He jumped the fence barefoot, ran across the snow up to the house, started banging on the sliding glass door until the person came.
He could have gotten shot.
Could have. They ended up coming into the kitchen, see the fire, grab the pan, open the sliding door,
Yeah.
run outside, slip on the ice,
Oh, yeah.
spread fire, grease everywhere.
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
That's crazy.
But you know how I like to believe every time you make a decision, it causes an alternate reality where you make a different decision.
Mm-hmm.
In some reality, I just watched that house burn.
Eventually, yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah. Yeah. You would have let it go long enough to where the wall catches on fire. And after that, there's no putting it out.
I was too busy thinking there ain't no way.
No one's going to be able to reach the pan because the fire's surrounding the stove. And
I'm glad I live in the reality that I do. I like to believe that this reality, I've made all the good decisions. I know they're not all the good decisions, but maybe they're not the worst.
in comparison,
decisions.
they are the best decisions. Yeah,
They're
from
the
that
best
perspective.
decisions at the time. What about you? You believe that every decision you make splits the reality?
I do kind of believe in the multiverse thing, but I try to make the best decisions here to better push all the other versions of me, like put that pressure on,
Oh, yeah?
so that, if I'm doing my part here, hopefully there's everyone else is doing their part, and it's not spiraling down to where everyone's doing the wrong thing.
I find it interesting that you care about the alternate reality you use.
I do, because If it turns out we're all
You know what that means,
connected
right?
or something, what?
That the alternate reality that you use don't give a shit about you.
Maybe.
Because that's a decision you're making.
Yeah. If we all think alike.
You can't all think alike.
That's
That's the idea of splitting
if enough
thoughts
of us
and
do
realities.
in the central finite curve.
So about 50% of them don't give a shit about you.
Yeah.
And wow, what a weird world that would be for reality. So we were going to talk about a special topic today, right?
All right.
Failed projects.
Failed projects.
Failed projects. So you saw that on my list of topics that we never got to. It's just something that I was thinking about because I've had a ton of them. You were like, I could talk all day about that. So why don't you get us started?
All right. Well, it all started when I didn't go to a real college.
That's your first failed project?
I mean, do you want to count Lego building when I was 5? Or?
No, I mean, not like that. I mean, things
Because
that
I was
you've
pretty good.
Okay.
I didn't have any of those failures.
Then why would you want to start there? Why would that be the thing you went to? You want to count Legos? I was good at Legos.
I was good at Legos.
Okay, why would I want to count that?
Maybe you assumed I was bad at them and you wanted to start at the beginning. I don't know.
You know what? Let's start at Legos.
Yeah.
Explain to us why you had failed Lego projects.
I didn't.
Okay.
I improved on each version of my Legos and Connects. Was it Connects?
Connects? We didn't have Connects.
Not Connects. Those, I don't know what they were, but
we had like Tinker Toys.
I had a couple of Connects things, and I actually combined my Connects with Legos.
Dude, you were in high school.
I figured out.
You were in middle school when you had the Connects.
I figured out the snap grid. You know what I mean?
Ridiculous.
Where they both kind of come together in a certain way.
This is supposed to be about failed projects. You're really taking this off the rails already. So your
Anyway.
earliest failed project is going to college?
Or maybe not going to a real high school. Like I went to a vocational high school.
Yeah.
It's pretty much in my town, at least. Not saying this about all vocational high schools, but in my town, that's where all the other schools dumped their rejects, send them to the vocational school. I chose to go to the vocational school. I should have gone to SciTech with you guys.
Yeah, but you got skills.
All my entire friend group, all you guys, you all went to SciTech.
Yeah, which was right next door.
Which was right next door to the vocational prison.
They're literally right next to each other.
Yeah.
They're separated by a fence.
Right across the street.
They could have shootouts out the window if they wanted to.
They did at some point, I'm sure. That's why our departure times had to be different.
Yep.
You can't let them out all at the same time.
My freshman year, we didn't start. We were the latest starting high school. And that's why I chose to go there because I fucking hate getting up early.
Nice.
And then the next year and every year going forward, we were the earliest high school.
I didn't know that. I heard you guys had like recliners in your lunchroom and shit.
Oh, yeah. It was amazing, dude. We had big screen TVs. Yeah. We had projectors, video games. We had free snacks.
That's nice.
We had, there were
free snacks.
Free snacks, yeah. There were assigned counselors that would give you hand jobs.
Oh, wow. I didn't hear about that.
You didn't hear about but you heard about the recliners.
I heard about the recliners.
Maybe none of that's true.
I heard the recliners, not recliners, but those nice roll around office chairs in your lunchroom.
We didn't have those.
I heard different.
We didn't have them.
You didn't have nice roll around chairs in your lunchroom.
We didn't.
No,
we just had like
what
regular chairs with the metal legs.
Yeah,
it was carpeted. I think the room.
That's weird.
I didn't spend a lot of time in the lunchroom because I hated the food. So I would usually just go outside and wait for everyone else to finish eating, and then they would come down. It wasn't fancy like that, though.
I should have gone to that school either way. So yeah, I went to a vocational school.
Yeah, but you got skills from that.
Yeah, I went for heating and air conditioning. That's another failed project. I didn't stick with it. I kind of did. I didn't go to a real college. I went to a community college, tried to get my associates in heating and air conditioning.
Community college is a real college.
Sure.
Don't let the propaganda get you.
I was one class away from getting my associates, but like the class filled up during registration. I couldn't take it.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't get to graduate with everyone else and actually get my associates because I was missing like a technical report writing class.
Dude, you should just get it.
I did. I tried to go back. I went back and then I'm like, all right, I'll just go back. And then like next year or 2 years after that, I went back. But then they added another class to the associates program. So now I had to take 2 classes and a full-time job and like a part-time overnight job just to pay the monthly bill to go to community college. And I almost did it. I almost made it. There was this big project in my technical report writing class. And I made the report. And the morning of, like, I fell asleep doing the report. And I'm like, all right, it's still good enough. I can hand it in. I'll probably pass. The morning of, I'm looking for a stapler to staple all these pages together for the report.
Have you seen my stapler?
And I couldn't find it. And I tore apart my closet. I'm freaking exhausted.
This was the thing that prevented you?
I was running late. And
this better not be.
It was. And I couldn't find a stapler, and I just gave up.
You got hit by a car and all the papers went everywhere. And if they were stapled together, you would have been okay.
I just gave up.
I gave up.
I kicked a box of shit into the closet, and I threw the report in there, and I gave up.
Unbelievable.
And
because of a stapler.
Yeah. And
this is not what you tell yourself, is it?
Yeah.
Get out of here.
I never went back.
Why? And you could have turned it in without a stapler.
I guess, maybe. I don't know, dude. It was just...
You might have had a stapler. All right,
I was also
we can't fix the past.
I was also a little delirious from working overnight.
I believe
and
it.
not sleeping.
Now I've seen you in that state.
Yeah.
That I can believe.
So,
I can believe.
So
I'm sorry to hear that.
So I failed twice at getting my shitty associates at a shitty community college. I shouldn't say that. It was a good college. The teachers were great. The instructors were great. I took a really great psychology class there, but
community college is a great path forward for a lot of people.
It is. I shouldn't say that. The school was great. I just failed twice to get my associates.
I'm sorry to hear that you got that close. No, it's not what I mean.
Yeah.
What I mean is I'm sorry to hear that you didn't finish, but you got that close.
And then I didn't stick with HVAC. Like I started doing it for a little bit, and then I'm like, do I really want to be doing this? Like being in a freezing basement with no heat because someone's heat's not working, or being on a scorching roof, or inside of a hot attic because someone's AC's not working, or the mall's AC isn't working, and I'm like out up there in the sun throwing giant heat exchangers off the roof. Like, I don't...
You make it sound so glamorous.
No, I'm like, I should have, though. I should have stuck with it because those guys are making like $80,000 a year.
There's some of them making more than that.
To start. I mean, that's just to start.
Training now.
Yeah, and they give them their own van. You know, whether you're working commercial or residential, you get your own van full of tools.
I was looking at that before I got this job. I was like, wow, these HVACs are paying pretty well.
Yeah.
And they said they'll pay for training.
And the technology doesn't change that often. Like,
I hear it's been changing a lot recently.
I mean, digital controls are involved, but it's still the same principles.
I see people doing HVAC on like TikTok and stuff, and they got tablets like you got for the car now.
Yeah, you have to update the software on those, but that's more for like complex commercial type buildings, where they have a lot of sensors, a lot of humidity.
That's where the money is. Well, that's what
it is. But
when I was looking at the jobs out, that's what most of them was commercial HVAC for like paying for training and stuff.
Yeah, running basically giant buildings, heating and air conditioning, the offices, the warehouse, stuff like that. Automatic closing shades so that you lower the amount of heat gain and solar gain. And stuff like that.
Okay, that's 2 failed projects. I got...
Well, hold on, I'm not done.
We're just going to run through them all. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to just do them all.
Just do them all.
Just throw it all out there.
Great.
Well, I can do... We have a mutual...
I thought we were going to go back and forth.
You want to go back and forth?
That's what I thought we were going to do. Give me a chance to think of the next one before I finish.
Go for it.
So I would say my first like failed project I can think of. And when I think of like a failed project, I think of something that I was working towards to make money, not Legos. I mean, unless you make money with Lego. Anyway, my first failed project would probably be in middle school. After you moved away, I was hanging out with this kid, Melvin, and we tried to make our own video game magazine.
Oh.
So
I don't think you ever told me about that.
Yeah, because it was embarrassing. So basically what we'd do is we would get like Game Pro and all these other ones, and we would take some of like the cheat codes and stuff and write our own articles about them and put the cheat codes in. I drew the covers, the front and the back, and we would have like alternating pages. I would write this one, he would write that one. And we made like a 20-page book or whatever. Nobody wanted to buy it.
No.
Nobody was interested. I wrote a letter to GamePro asking for advice. Like, hey, we're trying to get started, whatever. And I just got a letter back that was just like, don't.
Really?
Yeah. I don't remember the exact wording, but I remember looking at it going like, well, fuck. All right.
I mean, at least someone out there was informing you like, hey, man.
They didn't want competition.
Maybe. Or maybe someone who works in the bowels of that company answering the mail was like, I got to.
But we were fully just ripping them off anyway. Oh, yeah. So, I mean, even the covers that I drew were just like...
Oh, imitation is the biggest form of flattery, right?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do, was flatter them. Not make money off of it.
Not make money.
I was thinking about this, and I went back to the lighter thing when I was selling lighters in elementary school.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, but that wasn't failed. I was doing well with that. That was not a failure on that part.
No, it was the world that was wrong.
The world. Is it me? Nah. So that I count that up as like my first venture into capitalism and crushing defeat. So yeah, your turn.
Well, this brings me, we had a mutual.
Oh, that brings you all the way up to that?
I mean, other than me working dead end jobs.
Yeah. So I also went to college between the magazine in middle school, and I don't think I did anything in high school to try to make money at all. And I probably should have. That's when I had like the most time on my hands, and all I did was fucking play video games and hang out in the woods.
Hang out in the woods.
Lighting fires to keep warm because I don't want to go home. Eating Pizza Hut Taco Bell for dinner every night because it was $5. $5. Anyway.
It was good though.
It was good. Not good for me.
Oh.
I had that big coat where I would keep a 2-liter soda in the pocket the whole time. Why do I have diabetes? Anyway. Yeah, I don't think I did anything in high school. And then, well, I dropped out of high school because I got kicked out of my house. And then I moved up to New York and I went to community college after I got my GED. That's a success. But I didn't finish community college because I too was going for an associate's. And my advisor was like, what do you plan to do after? And I said, well, I want to transfer to RIT and get my bachelor's. And they're like, oh, okay. So take this class. And I was like, wait, if I do that though, I won't get my associate's, right? They're like, no, but what will you need that for if you're just going to transfer and get your bachelor's? And I was like, because I don't know what life is going to give me.
Yeah.
I don't know what's ahead of me right now. So after a back and forth a couple of times, I let them convince me. They were the grown up. I was just an 18-year-old. So they're like, yeah, just take these courses. So I did. I took those courses. I got into RIT. Life happened. I no longer lived up in New York. I couldn't go to school. I didn't get my associates, even though I probably had enough credits to do it. Failure number 2.
Yeah.
While I was going to school, I worked at a deli and I tutored class and I fixed computers at the college. Those are 3 jobs I had simultaneously. While I worked at the deli, there was somebody else I worked with who used to run their own deli until their business partner screwed them over.
Oh, that happens a lot.
And she was like, after I'd worked there for a couple of years, she's like, listen, I'm going to go start my own deli again. Do you want to go in on it with me? And I trusted her. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yes, I do. And then I went home. I was all excited. I talked to my ex-girlfriend about it. She was like, this is a really bad idea. You shouldn't do this. We got into a huge argument about it. I was like, all right, fine. I won't do it. I went back. I told her. She was like, are you sure? This, whatever. She quit the job and went and started her own deli. That was another missed opportunity.
Was she successful?
As far as I know.
Yeah. Or you could have been the one that she preyed on.
Could have been.
Like the business partner preyed on her.
That's true. Could have been. Yeah. I mean, as far as I know, that she has her own deli. Mm. But you're right. Maybe I could have been screwed over, but, maybe I wanted to take that chance.
Yeah.
That was my choice.
Yeah.
And I think that brings us up to our venture into capitalism together. Yeah. I'd like to hear how you tell the story.
I'll keep it short.
Don't keep it short. Expand upon it.
I remember I was called you or text you. I was so sick of my regular job. And I'm like, if we don't start our own business, or back then I used to think that's where it was going. And that's pretty much where it went. I was kind of right about that, with like everyone having to have a side hustle or a side job, or, that's when the gig economy started flourishing. And I was like, there's no way to make money unless you use your own labor to do it, rather than working for someone else and having them extract your labor from you.
Yeah.
You were already working for a place, fixing PCs, getting rid of viruses. Yeah. And I was looking for anything that we could start up. So I'm like, I asked you, I'm like, can you think of anything that we could start up? And you're like, let's try
all I knew.
Computer repair. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll do whatever I need to do.
Yeah, you were fully in. You didn't know shit about
I didn't
computers.
know anything. I'm like, I'm going to make this work somehow.
You did. You learned a lot.
Yeah.
You did well.
I'm like, what do we need? And you're like, well, we need some software. I'm like, all right, I'll buy it. Bought the software, the diagnostic software. And then we also tried to get into repairing cell phones and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Changing screens. And you started learning about that because you guys didn't do it a lot at
No, we didn't do it at all. No. I did a few screens on my own for people and my own screen and some other parts and phones, but yeah, never for anything. And
at the time I was living in this tiny apartment. Was Heidi living with me? She was living with me, right? The whole time? Or did she move out?
Yeah, she wasn't living there at the time, I don't think.
No?
No.
Oh, she must have went to live with her
Because it was just a garage and a room?
Yeah, it was a garage, a hallway, and the bedroom.
Yeah.
And like a bathroom attached to the bedroom. So the garage had like a false floor in it with tile and stuff. And it was basically clean. We had plans. We were going to build up like a fake wall with a work center in the back. We had like tables and stuff. We were getting it.
It was getting there.
Underway.
We were getting there. I was making software for people.
Oh, that's right.
Websites.
Yeah, that's right. You had a couple of software clients.
We got
like custom software.
We got a couple of decent paydays out of it.
And we almost had a storefront there. I was going to live in the bedroom, and then we were going to run the business out of the garage with like a storefront, like the big door opened up. It wasn't that bad of a setup.
Yeah, the display case, we got tables, we got power cords. Yeah. We're getting there.
And then what the biggest hit was I got kicked out of there. Basically, the building was sold.
It was just sold out right from under us.
I was paying rent, and they're like, "Yeah, you got 30 days to clear out of here."
What? But we got plans.
I don't even know where I went to live after that. Where did I go?
I think your uncle's basement.
That was maybe I stayed there for a couple months, or I moved in with Heidi in West Springfield. Maybe
I don't know. Yeah,
but yeah, that sucked.
That did suck. That felt like it had feet, but I was exhausted all the time trying to do that. Working my full-time job and then running up to try to do stuff and then coding on the side and having to deal with these people. I didn't know how to write a good contract for coding.
No, they wanted all these changes all the time.
Yeah. All the time. And then it seemed like they didn't even know how to use the software, even after I trained them how to use it. And it felt like a big waste of time. I took the money.
Yeah. That guy went out of business, by the way, that guy.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I always wonder sometimes. I blocked his number on my phone. I didn't want him to call me for anything. Of course he went out of business. Yeah. You see the type of people he was hiring to build software?
Then we had that could have been a big, remember when we went to that insurance company? We pitched to that insurance company and they were really close to having Chris? I think you were there too, weren't you?
I wasn't there, no. I sent Chris with you.
Yeah. I thought we were going to get it. And then at the last minute they backed out. That sucked. That could have been the springboard.
Could have been.
To our success.
Could have been the contract we needed, but we'll never know.
No.
Different choices made, different universe us. Yeah. Still running that business to today.
Yeah. Right into the ground.
I like how they made different decisions, still ran it into the ground.
Yep.
Do you have any failed ventures after that?
Well, I'm currently failing as a self-employed business owner now.
You're not failing.
I've been slowly failing for 10 years.
Slowly failing for 10 years is not failing, dude. That's 10 years.
I'm just gliding along on the random upcurrents
Sustaining
of hot air.
Okay, so you went from that to this. I remember afterwards, after that fell apart, you texted me because you still wanted to have your own business. And you're like, dude, I gotta do something. If you could start a business right now, what would it be? I was like, why? You got to stop going after things that you think are going to be good. Go after what you know. Do automotive. You know that.
Yeah.
And I think that was like the push you needed to do it.
Yeah, I went back to school for training. I actually finished that course.
You did?
I actually finished. It wasn't an associate's, but it was a year and a half of...
This is success.
Driving to Boston every day.
Yeah, you would call me on the way home.
Yeah. That kept me awake. Thanks for answering the phone, by the way, because I would have fallen asleep and got into a ditch.
Hey,
and
the
thank
least
you,
I could do.
Obama, for stretching out unemployment.
That's
just
right.
long enough for me to use that employment to pay for the gas.
Was that 99 weeks?
To get to the training and finishing the training.
You had 99 weeks of unemployment?
Yeah.
You got 99
the max,
weeks
whatever it was. Whatever it was, the max. And that paid for me to buy a crappy little $500, I think it was like $400 or $500 Ford Focus with a 300-mile range in the gas tank. We drove every single day up to Norwood for UTI.
I remember you just called me going home.
On the way home, dude, it was always a crapshoot if I was going to make it home because I was so tired from, it's so cheaper just to drive out there
than to move there.
Yeah. That the rent some of those kids were paying freaking insane.
Well, their parents probably, right?
Yeah, probably.
Hate the Rich podcast. If any rich people want to advertise, you can hit me up. Yeah, after that, I actually tried to do more programming because that got me excited to do more programming. And so I was starting to make a game, but it was in Visual Basic, and there wasn't a lot of good resources out there at the time, and I just gave up on that. But then a guy I worked with, he was getting into VR before VR was a big thing. They were building custom VR headsets before the Meta headset was out, before Vive was out, all that shit. And he also had this vest that would do these pulses against you. Mm-hmm. Like if you were playing a first-person shooter, based on where you were hit, it would do pulses. But the company that made the vest didn't have a lot of integration with games. But if a game was moddable, you could integrate their software into it. So I started doing that. I forget which game it was that I started doing that for. I was integrating it, and I was working on it, and Theo came over and bumped into me and knocked down the little pump because it was air pressure. Knocked down the little pump, and the hose snapped off. It snapped off the section on the pump, and I was like, oh shit. I borrowed the vest from the guy so I could work on the game so that he could integrate it into his headset thing. And I was like, this could be a path forward for me, you know? Mm. So I reached out to the company that made the device to see if they had replacement pieces, because I took it apart and it was just like the little like compression tank. You know, it's a little plastic thing, and the nozzle snapped off. Yeah. So I was like, can I get just this piece? And they were like, why? What are you doing? I was like, well, I was doing this and it broke and it fell off. And then they wanted me to like, they said, yes, they had it. They could sell it to me, but they were also interested in like how it was going for me integrating their software.
That's cool.
And I was like, okay. They're like, are you having success with it? I'm like, I'm trying. Mm-hmm. They're like, how are you doing it? How you know? Yeah. I was like, it didn't feel like they were interested because they're like excited about it. It felt like they were interested because they weren't sure how to implement it. Mm. So I was like, it wasn't going well anyway. Yeah. It was based on the hitboxes, and you had to integrate their code into where the hit detection was in the game. So there's chests and feet and arms and head, but there's like 6 sensors on the chest. But in the game, it's just chest.
Yeah.
So I tried to implement it with shooting guns, would activate one piston in the right side of the chest, so it would feel like you were kicking back.
That's cool.
Right? Or if you took a hit, it would activate all of them. So if it was a chest hit, if it was a head hit, it would just do the top 2 in the front and the back. Yeah, after it broke, I was just in panic mode. And I was like, I got to get this thing fixed and get it out of my house.
You were able to get the part and fix it?
Yeah, I got the part. I fixed it up. I gave it back to him. I was like, listen, here's what happened. Yeah. I repaired it, but I'm out.
Why were you out?
Well, first, I didn't feel like I was having much success with it. Yeah. Because not only did you have to implement it in their code, but you had to build your own levels too. Because it was a whole modding thing. So I wasn't as good at programming then as I am now. I feel like I could have made a better like API now that would allow other users to attach the code to them, but there wouldn't be any money in that anyway. So yeah, I'm out. So, but he started his own VR side business, failed, came back to work.
Damn.
It wasn't an entire like loss on my part, but you know, who knows? Maybe that vest would have made the difference. Maybe if I figured it out just right, that business wouldn't have failed and I'd be doing VR right now, right? But then COVID would have happened. And
there's never a path forward. Remember when I wanted to do that Call of Duty / paintball warehouse thing?
Yeah.
We'd have like a big screen and you could like see what was going on, cameras and sensors and
the pipe dream.
The pipe dream, yeah. The guns would automatically lock out after enough paintball hits to your vest, you know, like.
Yeah. We'd make the compound.
Yeah, the complex.
The complex, that's what it was.
GoldenEye.
From GoldenEye. The perfect dark version.
Pipe dreams.
Where they all link together. Yeah, I remember that. That would have been fun.
It would have.
The House of Paint.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing.
Dan's House of Paint. I heard some guys actually made the Call of Duty Nuketown paintball.
Yeah, I saw that.
Thing.
I saw that.
That looks cool.
The most recent Call of Duty that came out has Nuketown in it again.
Of course.
But it looks fucking bad. It's supposed to be like after the bombs went off, but it's just bad. I think I'm done with Call of Duty.
I've been done with Call of Duty.
You've been done with everything, dude. Except Subnautica.
No, it's coming out this year. I can't wait.
Sure it is.
I don't know when it's coming out.
If it comes out this year, we'll have nothing to talk about.
They said 2025. It's 2025.
Well, I heard it got pushed back.
No, it didn't.
I mean, I just said it and I heard it, so it happened.
No.
So what else? What else have we done since then? Since trying to do the VR thing, what else have I tried to do? I tried making Minecraft YouTube videos. That was very short-lived.
Oh, yeah, like tutorial videos?
Tutorial videos, yeah.
I remember, I think I saw one.
Modded Minecraft. Yeah. I think I made like, I forget how many. I'd say 20 videos. And then on
you made 20 videos?
I think so.
Holy crap.
And then on the 21st video, something got corrupted.
Oh.
I lost the whole video.
And you gave up.
And I was like, well, I mean,
it's a pretty saturated field too, the tutorial videos.
So the thing about that is,
but you wanted it to be like direct. You wanted to give the people what they were looking for,
right?
Because people were like, "Hey, it's
they were more like Let's
Taint Master 55, and I'm here to show you how to do this. But first, let me
exactly." So I was trying to do a Let's Play style, but I would break the videos up into like sections. Like, so here we're gonna work with this mod pack, and we're gonna do this section of it. And here's how we do it. And no bullshit.
Yeah, get right to it.
Yeah. In the video that I lost, I went and I fought the Ender Dragon and I did like some of the computer setup and I did all this stuff and it was all done. I was like, so I would have to work to like destroy it all and bring the dragon back to life. Or I could just be like, well, this video died and now you guys, it would defeat the premise of my whole thing was like to show people how to do stuff to the point and it was gone. And I I fucked bad.
Still had 19 videos.
Yeah, and each one I think now sits at like 1,000 views or so.
Each one?
Yeah.
Still pretty good.
Huh? Not enough to make any money.
No, that's true. Not for money.
They weren't very good either. I talked very slow, and I had to learn. I had to learn how to do that. Then I tried to do other gaming videos, like funny videos with Andy.
Yeah.
Andy and I tried to do videos, and we did PUBG and League of Legends and some other things, and that didn't get too much traction either. In fact, I got a copyright strike against one of them because
really?
I used the Always Sunny music.
Oh.
And they sent me a copyright strike on it for some patent troll.
What?
Some guy who claims to own all this music that he doesn't actually own. So I put a counterclaim, and I got it back up, and they never did another claim on it, but I think I took it down anyway just to not have a strike again on the account. I tried streaming a little bit, not very much.
Streaming video game stuff?
Yeah. So that didn't take off either. Then I've been working on making my own game. I would say that's still on the docket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still working on that. I programmed 36 levels so far. 38 levels so far.
The one where you throw the ball or you ramp and it knocks stuff down?
Yeah. Hey, don't give away the premise. Don't steal my stuff. My goal is to have 50 levels before I release it. And I got 38. That's pretty good. But then I started school, and now all my time is taken up. So
do 40. Do 2 more.
No, it's got to finish the story.
All right.
There's no story.
There's no story.
I made 5 levels, and I wanted 10. I made 5 worlds, and I want 10 levels per world.
I gotcha.
And that's the pattern that I've kept up to this point. I don't want to just end it. And now I'm starting school to do programming. While everybody online is like, AI is going to take over programming. What the fuck am I doing?
I don't know.
I enjoy it, though. AI might be able to code, but it can't come up with ideas, really. Just steals them from everyone else. And that's what I'm going to do.
And that's what I'm going to do. You need an AI partner.
Could you be my AI partner?
No, I'm nowhere near smart enough to do that.
Oh, wow. I don't even have the I, let alone the A.
I don't even have the I. Oh, man.
Do you have any other failed projects?
Nothing I can think of right now. I'm sure there's plenty.
Plenty of failed projects?
Yeah. Or just mistakes you learn from.
Oh, you got any big one of those?
Yeah, I worked at a chain, which is basically what you do to learn what not to do. At a chain store.
You worked in chains?
The chain store.
Yeah, well, good news. It's coming back around.
Oh, man. Debtor's prison, maybe?
So I can't believe after we talked about rich people villas, like how close to reality that might actually become.
Yeah.
Did you see that video Chris sent about talking about the rich people wanting to do that, like set up their own towns?
No, where was that? When was that?
You said you watched the whole thing. That was the text you sent.
Oh, yeah. I did.
It's funny how that jogged your memory.
That video was, yeah, you're right. All of the different billionaires working separately, but towards a common goal of setting up their own sort of basically company towns.
Yep.
And some of them have actually had some success.
I think that's part of why Trump is talking about taking over the Gaza Strip now. And he's like, we're going to build it back up better than ever. And with all these fucking rich whatever crats around him. And they're just chomping at the bit to be able to build their utopian society somewhere that's going to be fucking terrible.
If they get the land for free, it's even better.
I don't even want to think about that. So let's not.
I
don't know. It feels wrong not to talk about it, though.
Everyone else is talking about it.
I feel like they should not do that. I feel like that's a good stance to have. I heard at the end of Kendrick Lamar's halftime show, there was a person in the back holding up a Palestine flag.
I saw that. He was running around, yeah.
And they cut that from when it aired.
Oh, yeah? I saw a TikTok today of someone going, this is what you didn't see during the halftime show or whatever. And I'm like, I didn't even watch the halftime show. So
I didn't see anything.
Show me something. Yeah, we didn't do anything. We usually go to like sometimes I at least go to like a Super Bowl party.
Yeah? Really?
I don't watch it. I just eat the food and go home.
Super Bowl party. I think Brian and I threw a Super Bowl party once when we lived together. I have no interest in the Super Bowl.
I don't give a shit.
No sports. I don't care about any sports.
Couldn't care less about any of that. But then someone brought up an interesting thing, how whether your team wins or loses, people are out in the streets, right?
Right.
Chanting and cheering and coordinating walks and
listen, if our team loses, we're going to riot.
If our team wins,
If our team
we're gonna
wins,
riot.
We're gonna riot harder.
But those same people are like, oh man, I can't like risk my job protesting for a better world.
Yeah. Well, rioting for your sports team, that's okay. That's acceptable by business.
You're not going to lose your job for burning down a local business because your team won/lost.
Maybe the burning part. I don't know. Brian and I were talking about this yesterday, how I don't know who it was, the police chief or the mayor or whoever was like, well, no matter what happens at the game, remember, don't climb light poles.
Yeah, I saw people were like, the town municipality was like greasing up the light poles.
Well, Brian was telling me about that. Somebody did climb a light pole and died. It was like some gymnast or something. And then he told me that they were greasing up the light poles for some time, but that just made it harder, which made it more of a challenge for people. And they ended up hurting themselves more.
Oh my God.
So they don't grease the light poles anymore. They just go on the news and go, please, for the love of God, don't climb the light poles. What's wrong with you people? I feel like that's the part they left out, but they should have said. People watch the Super Bowl for just the commercials.
Yeah, some people do.
I mean, I used to look up the commercials after the Super Bowl to see the funny ones, but I don't even do that anymore.
I don't care.
I hate commercials.
I'm too focused trying to survive life on a daily basis.
You don't want the advertisements?
I don't care about the advertisements. I don't care about the sports.
No.
All I care about is making enough money day to day. And a lot of people, I think we're all in the same boat for that. People are not paying attention to that. The advertisements, the commercials. Yeah. People aren't watching TV anymore.
I heard there was a commercial from Canada talking about going to war.
I heard something about that, but
I didn't watch it. I don't know the details exactly.
They're probably just talking. At the very most, it's just going to be a short trade war. People are like, oh no, there's going to be boots on the ground and fighting.
I heard Canada's preparing for that. We don't hear much of that here in America.
We don't hear that. I mean, I heard some rumors about that, but come on.
Okay.
I'm a conspiracy theorist, but
I feel like your conspiracy theory acceptance rate has gone down quite a bit over the years.
No, you just get good at spotting the obviously.
I hate to tell you this, but all the ones you fell for were obvious bullshit
ones. Like what? Name one.
Hollow Earth.
I didn't fall for Hollow Earth.
Okay, now you didn't fall for the Hollow Earth?
I know. I always knew Earth wasn't hollow, but
okay.
I was like, there must be planets out there.
Oh, now you're extrapolating it into the infinity?
Yeah, that are hollow for some weird
I'm sure there are.
Phenomenon. You know, there's planets made out of diamonds. There's planets made.
All right.
You know, like.
Okay. We're way off topic now. I said Hollow Earth.
Yeah.
You used to talk about Hollow Earth all the time.
Yeah.
And the lizard people.
And the lizard people at the same time.
Do you think the lizard people are real?
I mean, in what quantity?
Do you see what I'm getting at here?
No.
Your bullshit meter's broken.
Nah.
I feel like the conspiracy theories that were indoctrinated into you in your late teens, early 20s, those are the ones that stuck with you. And these new ones,
the new ones aren't biting?
I don't have room for these.
Well, what are some of the new ones?
The smart dust.
The smart dust?
What about chemtrails? You believe in those?
Chemtrails? No, not really.
Flat Earth?
Flat Earth? No, God, Jesus Christ, no. That's a level of stupidity that I can't even fake.
What about politicians being dead and being replaced with body doubles?
I could see that happening. It's theoretically possible.
That's in the early 20s. And I think.
You know, same thing with some celebrities.
Yeah.
People said.
Which ones?
People said that Avril Lavigne died and they replaced her with whatever.
Do you believe that?
I don't care enough about that to believe anything.
Well,
I can see how it's possible.
You could see how it's possible.
Stranger shit has happened, right?
What's a stranger shit that's happened?
I don't know, like that magic bullet that got JFK.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know?
The magic bullet.
The magic bullet.
It wasn't a magic bullet. He was on the grassy knoll.
He was on the grassy knoll.
Do you believe that one?
No, I'm talking about the one where some guy in some factory window. Mm-hmm. Oswald was up there. He just got that shot off somehow.
No, I mean, do you believe the conspiracy theory that there's another guy on the grassy knoll that actually took the shot? Have you not heard this one? I heard about, there's a couple of them. There's that one. There's one where they say the passenger in the car
his wife? No, the front secret agent shot him. In the car. And then, the brainwashing began with the... what state did that happen in? I don't know.
Texas.
Was it Texas? I have no idea.
I believe it was. Yeah. If it's not, I'll just cut this out. So it won't even matter. But I was saying, it doesn't seem like you're being taken by any conspiracy theories lately.
Let me think. Hold on. I think that we already have 0-point energy,
Okay.
but the technology.
Could you, for the listeners out there and totally not me, explain what 0-point energy is?
So 0-point energy is free energy, free electricity, free energy, whether that's tapping into the planet's magnetosphere and siphoning off small amounts of electricity that turn into big amounts of electricity, or just stealing energy from another dimension and funneling into our own.
Wait, so you believe the dimension thing?
Yeah.
You believe we're stealing energy from another dimension?
I think it's possible. Energy has to come from somewhere. You can't create it. You can't destroy it. It just changes form, right? What if we're taking it from another dimension? What if we can just steal it and it becomes an energy imbalance in between dimensions?
So,
I mean, they already say dark matter and dark energy.
So what's the conspiracy
could be bleeding
theory
through different
around
dimensions?
this?
Anyway,
So
I believe we already have it. I believe the military probably has it.
It's the military.
But it's so the technology for it, you can't just release parts of it. In order for it to work, you need the all-encompassing, you need the whole machine.
Okay.
You need the whole thing, right? You can't just release little things like you can't
like power a substation or something?
No. What I mean is
the technology?
Yeah, like the technology.
The proprietary technology?
All right, like look at nuclear power. No one is going to build a nuclear power plant, even if they had all the plans. Like the amount of monitoring and the amount of the systems upon systems upon systems that need to be constructed to get that to work is crazy. Like you can look up the patents, you can, but you can't get the amount of technology, at least not regular people.
Okay.
So I think the 0-point energy is so easy and compact that if they did release it, everyone would have an easy means of self-destruction.
Self-destruction? Wow, this escalated quickly.
Of planet-wide destruction. So they can't release that technology. You can't regulate it. You can't release it. You can't even release the patents and the plans for it.
But the government, which government has this technology?
Probably the U.S. government.
Why is it always the U.S. government? Why is it always us?
Maybe China? I mean,
it's us for aliens. It's us for smart dust.
Aliens are everywhere.
It's us for contrails. It's us for lizard people. It's
No, other major governments probably have access to it. Maybe one or two other ones.
Did we share it with them?
I think it's probably the same level as nuclear power. Like eventually
they figured it out.
You work your way up to that level of technology.
So if they have that technology, why can't they do like power plants? Why doesn't the government just make power plants and send out power?
Because it would get infiltrated. The information would get released.
So it's like,
and it's so not complex enough to where it'd just be impossible for the regular person to do it.
You think it's that easy?
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Remember that conversation I had?
I haven't heard about this.
So I remember that conversation I had where they were trying to, you need all this equipment to make Einsteinian condensate.
Yeah.
But these guys was it MIT, did it with a couple of lasers and a plastic bottle. Like, I think it's so reductive at a point where if you release that information, if you give out even the specs of what you need for 0-point energy or infinite energy or whatever, free energy.
It's like a nickel-plated antenna that you have to put at exactly 240 degrees.
I don't know. I think it would be too easy for anyone. You would be giving self-destruction power to the whole planet,
I bet it's magnets. Have you seen those videos where people are like, if you tap into the magnetic field of the earth, you can get this thing spinning for free? I
mean, to a point, there's logic behind that.
Yeah, that's how most of these conspiracy theories get started.
No, yeah, but
they take a thing that sounds right and extrapolate upon it until it gets to the realm of, Nazis on the moon.
Nazis on the moon.
That's just how these things work.
There's a couple of movies that came out like that.
They were probably really good.
I mean, they're fun to watch. They weren't really good.
I would consider those sci-fi movies, would you?
Yeah, they're sci-fi movies.
On the sci-fi scale, what's the highest rated one?
I can't remember. Maybe the first one?
Yeah. What would you
think there's 3 of them.
On the sci-fi scale.
On the sci-fi scale, they're probably like solid 7.5.
Okay, that's
maybe 8.
8. Yeah. On the sci-fi scale.
Sci-fi scale, yeah.
Wow, that's up there for the sci-fi scale.
Do you think you're one of these hydrogen people? You're like, hydrogen's the way to go
for energy?
Yeah.
Oh, we're back to the energy thing?
Yeah.
I would think I'm more of a solar person.
Solar?
Yeah. I think there's a lot of opportunity there for technology to advance where smaller and smaller plates can produce more and more energy efficiently. And I think that is the technology that they're probably keeping secret.
You think there's a biological aspect to that? Like just work it into the grass? Like if all the grass was interconnected and gave some power?
I saw things that were like window panes. Windows that are still translucent but can collect rays and produce electricity that way. The roofs that the shingles are actually solar panels. I heard they're trying to make an array in space. China's making an array in space.
I heard about the array that would capture the sun's rays without interference from the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But then the way they would get it down would be
long cable.
Microwaves?
Oh.
Or radio waves? Radio or microwaves, and there would be a receiver for that energy. A lot of it would be lost, but it would still be like a lot of energy.
That's kind of like free energy.
Yeah.
So not a long cable?
No.
I feel like long cable is the way to go. Speaking of long cables, you know the cables, the intercontinental cables?
Yeah, here they're getting cut left and right.
You heard that?
Yeah,
I heard that
all
too.
The time.
It's a hell of a venture.
Yeah. How do they fix that? Do they just go down there and splice them back together?
Dude, how do they fix it? How do these people find them?
Yeah.
How are these people finding cables on the bottom of the ocean?
Just drag an anchor until you get lucky.
And then you pull it up and you're like, oh, a cable. You just start cutting into it and trying to steal information.
To think they even did that in the first place. Like, didn't the first one happen like around World War I?
Yeah, it's crazy to think about
that.
Like laying cable that long. And then to think about how expensive copper is.
That is nuts.
And now you know why. Because they got cables that stretch the continents. And there are people that think that's a conspiracy, that's not real.
But there's no intercontinental cables?
That they couldn't possibly stretch a cable that long because I can't stretch a cable across my house.
Yeah. The same flat earthers that can't see the curvature of the earth that say that if you take a plane from the North Pole to the South Pole, now you're upside down. Fucking idiots.
Oh, man. Well, let's wrap it up, shall we?
But I'm over here talking about stealing energy from different dimensions.
Well, it's neither here nor there. So, you got any good video game information this week? You play anything?
Yeah, the Helldiver thing came out.
What thing?
The the thing where you spend credits,
money,
spend super credits on.
So you played that this week?
Yeah, I bought an axe.
Oh, what do you do with it?
Yeah, you hatchet stuff.
Like melee?
Yeah.
Can you throw it?
Nope, I don't think. Nope, no, you can't.
So in this third-person shooter game, you got yourself a melee weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. For bugs, I assume, right?
For anything.
Nah, you're not getting close to those bots with that.
I mean, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm going to try it.
All right. It'd be cool if you can throw it. It could come back like Thor's hammer, you know? That's what I want axes to do.
That's stupid.
That's not stupid. It's not stupid. You trying to get hit again?
These marvels.
You're lucky I don't
trying
have
to work
an axe
marvels
right
into everything.
Oh, man. You play anything else? You do anything else with games?
I don't do anything. I'm just waiting for another game
I didn't play Leagues
to come out so
yesterday.
that we can all play together again.
I didn't play Leagues yesterday.
Good. I saw that.
You saw me not playing Leagues yesterday?
Saw you not playing
That's
Leagues.
nice.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't get on. I was watching Seinfeld, my wife.
I got all my homework done, so I played a little bit of Leagues.
Played Leagues.
I played a little bit of Leagues, yeah.
How angry did you get?
Oh, no, not too bad. Not too bad.
No?
Game doesn't make me angry like it used to.
Yeah, bullshit.
Because I don't care. I got to play Quinn, I got to play Jinx, and I was happy about it. I was happy.
Yeah, sure.
I had what Jay calls fun.
Was anyone else screaming and angry?
He's like, we're having fun.
We're having fun.
I'm like, we're having what Jay calls fun. Another time he was like, we're having fun. And I was like, I don't think I like fun.
Fun. Remember when we used to have fun?
Before that, like I finished up early yesterday. I think it was like 2:00 and I was all done. So I started playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which is a JRPG style Yakuza game. And I was just getting into it. And Brielle comes up to me and she's holding a ball. And she's like, you want to go play catch in my room? I was like, yes.
Played Mario 3D with my son all day yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
We were trying to get these stars, man. They're not making it easy to get these stars.
Mario 3?
Mario 3D or whatever.
3D
Mario
World
or
something like that, yeah.
Some Mario. One of the 35,000 Mario.
Do you get the cat suit? Yeah, it's the 3D World.
Then if you have too much trouble, they start giving you the other cat suit that makes you invincible.
The all white one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're talking
Makes it a little easier. There was this one
it's the old people suit.
We could not
Couldn't
beat it. He was like in tears.
Oh.
And we finally beat it. And he's like, we're never going to play that one again. I'm like, I'm cool. I'm cool with that, man. That one was hard.
Wow. Brielle's been playing Astrobot on the PS5. It's a cute game. It won Game of the Year. It's a fun little platformer game. It's a PlayStation exclusive game. They made this little robot, goes on adventures saving other robots to rebuild the PS5, which is their spaceship, so they can go back into space. But they have characters from other PlayStation properties from throughout the entire lifespan of the PlayStation, like the God of War character, like Ratchet and Clank and Devil Dice.
You were telling me that. about last
time, right? So she's been playing that, and she got to this boss, which was like this chameleon thing, and she couldn't beat it. She's like, "Can you beat it for me?" I was like, "I haven't been playing this game. I don't really know the controls or whatever." But I start playing it, and I get to like the third stage of it, and then I die. I get to the third stage again, and I die again. But I'm doing it on purpose because I'm trying to show her, like, I would die in the first stage, and I would die in the second stage, and I would die in the third stage. And then when I got to the third stage, I kept dying. And I was like, see, I'm getting better each time. Mm-hmm. So then she finally was like, give me that. And she did. She beat it, finally. But she was like, see, I'm getting better. Mm-hmm. I was like, that's exactly it. Now leave me alone. No, I'm joking. She's impressing me all the time. Just her will to
stick to it,
push through it. Yeah, it's great. Glad I can put that there. Yeah, I turned off that video game and I went and played catch.
Good.
Because
it's the right choice.
It is the right choice. I don't know if I was younger if I would have made the same choice. But having, this blood clot in my leg nearly take my life, it made me reprioritize things. And work is not up there. I need to just make enough money to not have to do that anymore and just be able to spend time with my family.
That's a moving goalpost. It's always making just enough money. That changes every freaking year.
Yeah.
Because the way
I need passive income. I need to exploit people.
That's really the only way. If
anybody out there needs to be exploited.
It's just like energy, right? You can't make it. You can't destroy it. You have to steal it. You have to steal other people's energy.
I don't want
That's
to
how it is.
All right. Well, this was a special edition podcast where we spoke about our failures.
Another doom and gloom podcast.
Yeah. Next week, we're going to talk probably like the same stuff.
Let's do our successes. Why don't we just do it now while we wrap up the podcast? Oh, yeah. Well, I'm self-employed. I know I used that as a failure in this one, but next one I'm going to use it as a success story.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still alive. That's kind of a success. Every day you wake up is a success. We're doing this podcast. Haven't released it yet, but haven't edited it all yet.
Which one are you on now for editing? 3? Is the third one done?
Third one is not done. I'm really hoping to get to it this week. Last week was kind of crazy with school and everything else, and then trying to fit in ice skating as well. But this week,
I ignored all of those ice skating texts about ice skating. I didn't know we were going ice skating till like 5 minutes after I got home.
Is that why you texted me? Yeah, you bastard.
Yeah, because I know you had something to do with dragging me.
It had nothing to do with it.
Heidi said that Dan said, "I'll see you there" or something. And I'm like, all right, so Dan's talking to Heidi. He's pushing.
Nope.
He's pushing for me to go ice skating.
Nope. I would have texted you.
I'm going to find out. If you don't come clean right now, I'm going to find out.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Do it.
Okay.
Do it.
Oh, our next podcast, I'm going to be like, I found out.
You found out nothing.
I interrogated my wife.
Write it down right now so you don't forget. Your pens are in front of you.
I know. I'm just going to throw this piece of paper away.
You know what? You're not going to figure it out because I didn't say anything.
Okay. We'll see.
I think, all right, listen.
We'll see about that.
Listen, this isn't me coming clean. This is me telling you the actual story of what happened.
Okay.
Tara said, I don't think Noel's going. I said, does he know I'm going? That was it.
I think there's more to that.
That's it.
You sure?
That's it.
Sure? Because I'm pretty sure how you said something about Dan wanted to make sure that he's going, but he's not going to ice skate. He's just going to hang out.
That's right. That's what I did.
In the lobby part.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
Well, we didn't hang out. All right. You know what?
Huh?
I love you, dog.
Am I getting close?
I love you, dog.
To the truth here?
All right. So next week, we're going to figure this out. So stay tuned.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll figure it out.
You want to say goodbye to everybody?
Yeah. Bye.
Goodbye. Love you, dog. All right. We love you guys. Be good.